Did that one girl get fired, Savannah? Yeah?
No, she quit.
Yeah? You want to hear? Well, you want to hear a funny story?
Yeah.
So I like came in and she would like talk to me every once in a while, all right? When I would come in and like she would complain to me about like the job and stuff like that. So I like came in and I was like, how are you doing? She's like, oh, good, I got your notes. And I was like, oh, I know what it feels like. It's like 1 minute you can be like, okay, and then you do something, one thing wrong, and then all of a sudden you're fired. I was like, all you have to do is like try and be happy. And I was like, that's the main thing in life. I was like, things come and go. You just have to make sure that you like understand that you're in control and all this stuff. Like, you know, you're a perfect part of the world. And like, that'll never change. I was like, so you just have to like try and be happy and all this stuff. And then, anyways, I was like over here sitting track. And she thought I'd so the other girl was here, it's like the other one that got right up that was like, it was Zia or something like that. And she was like,
That's a high.
she was telling me to ask you like, almost everything.
That's a high. Was it
I was just
years?
like, I was like, oh shit. And I was like, I told her, I stood up, she didn't know I was still here. I can drive a stand.
Yes, me too. It's like
I
groceries.
was like, that's why I have to be like happy. I was like, I was just telling you just to be happy. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, you got thrown up. So I was like, thank you. It's like
And you took your phone? Yeah.
I just thought it was funny. I was just like, holy shit, I just told you to try and be happy. I was like, holy cow. But yeah, it's kind of funny, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we did? Yeah. Oh, you're gonna have to send it to me. That's cool. Right. Smart. Yeah. Right. It's a high. Yeah, that's kind of further off. I know the phone. I used to be able to.
You're having coffee right now too, sweet man. Swizzy sweet. It's the second wind coffee. It's the second morning, man. It's our second time of the day. We gotta like refresh and recoup and like, you know, the day's not quite over yet. Not quite there.
Whatever. But that's a cool one. Yeah. Right, I can buy one. Yeah. That's awesome.
Do you just have black coffee?
Yes.
Is that what kind you get? That's what I used to get back when I was in like college at Utah State University.
Different experience.
I used to always get like just espressos. I loved just like double shot espressos. I'd get those all the time. There was like one coffee shop that like served them in these little like teacups. Oh yeah, they know me now.
That was when
Like they know what I order too. They're like, you just want a cappuccino? I was like, yep. So yeah, they know me.
Those are fun.
Like the manager knows my name and stuff. She'll like say hi to me and stuff like that.
We're gonna have to swap, up. You don't? I don't have one. Oh, that's right.
So yeah, sometimes I talk with some of the employees and stuff for a while and whatever. So
You know, ChatGPT, oh, that's right. Yeah. Right. Well, you know what? The team says 2 years. I'm saving for 3 years to go on a trip, like a field trip. I don't know if I'm going trip.
one of the girls here just got fired though.
No, that's why.
Or like written up, and she quit. And she was like, one day she thought I was gone, and she just started saying bad stuff about me. And I was like still here, and I could hear her. And I was like, what the hell? So much for like trying to be nice. Yeah. But I guess she got like written up for like complaining about customers and stuff like that. And I just was like, I was like, no wonder why, because literally I was just sitting in here one day and she started like talking about me. Is the mind a biological recorder? I think it's more like a computer. I think it has parts of it that can record. It's like a Swiss Army knife kind of thing. You know? Has like different parts of the brain do different stuff. I can tell you all the parts of the brain. You have like your frontal lobe, your parietal lobes, and your occipital lobe. That's your front, like your side, and your back of your brain.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. This one, you're very well.
So I think parts of it are probably like a recorder. I think it's like the hypothalamus or whatever is like deals with like memories kind of. At least the last time that I saw like something about the human brain. They were like saying they could like stimulate people to have different memories and stuff like that. Because they were like doing it with like mice. But I think in terms of the brain, if you want to like take it for what it is, you got to like think about it as like, it's like a very complicated machine. It has like different parts. It's almost like a body inside the body. How the body is like separated into different parts, the brain is like that as well, for like different things. In psychology, they have this thing called the homunculus, which is like another person inside your head or whatever. If you ever look up homunculus, it's like the psychology of the person who lives inside of you. So some people have thought really weird thoughts, you know? Especially in like academics. You're eager to see what I do next? I know, sometimes it's pretty boring, but sometimes I do something, you know? I think that AI stuff has been kind of interesting. Like took up my time. I like made some cool stuff with it. Some little programs. I could like email those to anybody who wants them and like play with them themselves. It's like stuff you can like open up on your own computer if anybody wants them.
Yeah, yeah.
All you do is double click on them, and then you just like change the little bars or whatever.
Yeah.
I haven't
No.
done anything.
No, different smell. But my dad was the last member of his family. When we were
I'll start doing a lot more stuff during the summer. It's just like today's kind of an odd day. It's like nice out. Like I don't even need a coat. It's like I just walked in here without a jacket or anything. It's like super nice outside right now. But yeah, most days I have to have a coat and jacket, and it's like if you go too fast on the ground, you're gonna like slip and like crack your head open, or like freeze your hands off. What is it today? Thursday? I wonder how long I'll be doing this for, you know what I mean? Like, will I do this my whole life? Just like come back on here and just like say random things or whatever? I always think like the most value that my channel has is like if there's somebody who studies like people and they were to like study my channel. It's like I've been doing it for a long time. They get like a lot of information. The brain is powerful with all the abilities, yeah. The brain is fascinating. Yo, what's up, Jeremy? Did I ever tell you guys that I had to take an anatomy class? I took these classes in college. They were called Human Anatomy and Physiology. And in those classes, we had like dead human bodies. Kind of weird, huh? And we had to go and like it was called cadaver. They call them cadavers. And it's like, we had to go in the back and like study the human body as it was like being cut up. It was like people cut it up and stuff. And then they study it. And like we were tested on it. Like my final test makes you appreciate life though, yeah. My final test in my anatomy class that I passed actually, pretty good, was they had little flags. They look like little golf flags stuck into a human body that's like, it was all cut apart all over the human body. And we had to take a piece of a pencil and a paper in with us. Where was my college? It's in Southern Utah University is what it's called. It's in Southern Utah. It's called SUU. And they had these little flags all over inside the human body. And we had to go back and write down the name of all the parts of the human body that had flags. So we had to memorize the whole human body. Like at one point in time, I don't really have it memorized anymore. But at one point in time, I had the whole human body memorized. Like all the Latin names. Like for a while, like I knew quite a bit of Latin words. Because it's like, that's how they name all the body parts and stuff. But, so is that what I do for work? No. I would say my thumbnail is so radical. Yeah, it's just AI. I uploaded a picture of myself and then I said, make him a nerd drinking coffee at a computer. And then it gave me that. I don't work right now.
Oh, me
I'm jobless.
too.
I like to think that life is like magical enough that nobody really knows what's going on anyways.
Right. That's what
You know what I mean? If I had could like say my piece, you know?
No, green card needs your resume.
You used AI for your logo, nice. Yeah, I use AI for a lot of stuff. I've been making programs. If you ask anyone else watching my channel, like the last couple days I've like spent like making programs. You're like that too? Yeah. I just like think it's like as soon as people get like try to think that life is about one thing, I think they're wrong. Like life is a complicated machine and everybody has different parts and like who's to say what my part is, you know?
Oh,
Like as soon as you say what my part is, it's like you don't even know me
yeah.
kind of thing. That's what I
Yeah,
think.
yeah, yeah.
You know, life likes to think in black and white sometimes, but I think the more that you think you know what life is, the less it's like life. But no, like if I just have to be blunt to somebody who like can't accept that or whatever, then I just say nope, I'm jobless. But anybody who wants to listen, I'll say like, yeah, the more you say what life is, the less it's like life, because you're not letting it like be free. Life is a machine, kind of. I used to think that it's like when you start studying like molecules and elements and stuff like that, like in school, you start thinking that you're like a machine. You start thinking like, oh, you're fine, yeah. Like I went pretty far in school. Like we can talk. It's fine. I can talk about whatever. In this channel, I like everybody to feel like they can ask whatever. There's one kid that comes on here and he always like bugs me about getting a girlfriend every time. So it's fine. You can come in here and say whatever you want. And I just have to tell him every time. I'm like, dude, I just suck with women. Like I'm terrible with girls. I just have to be real with him. But he just keeps asking me every time. He's like, when are you gonna get a girlfriend? I'm like, dude, I'm terrible with girls. But I made it pretty far in school. I actually did way good in school itself. Like, if it just counted like what you passed in college, like I made it all the way up to quantum physics. So like, I was taking a quantum physics class like, in organic chemistry, we studied quantum physics. So, in the like the academic, like, you know, accredited academic system, I made it all the way up to quantum physics. Before it's just like, I just started thinking like, I could finish pretty easy. I graduated with a bachelor's, but I had as much credits as like a master's degree student does because I took so many classes. I took like engineering, I took calculus, I took like biology, philosophy, linguistics. What else did I take? Like, you know, acting. I took an acting class. I took ceramics. Yeah, so it's like I have like a master's degree with the credits, but I have a bachelor's degree. And they just gave me what's called a general degree. Like it's called interdisciplinary studies or whatever. Yeah, I made it all the way up. Like I passed, I went through calculus, I went through anatomy and all that stuff. I got all the way up to where they ask you the question about, yeah, I got all the way up to where they ask you the question about like Schrodinger's cat. Like, is the cat alive or dead? And it's like observing it like kills the cat, so you never know if it's like alive or dead to begin with kind of thing. I got all the way up to that, where it's like the cat exists in like 2 states at once. And it's like I got to where I could understand that. It's like potential realities exist in a place where all reality is condensed to an infinite point, and that infinite point exists in all realities, and also that reality that all things exist in, it's basically like reality never existed because all realities exist in it without it having to be reality. Like I understand that stuff. Am I near Salt Lake City? Yeah. But I just started a YouTube channel because like I was like writing in a journal. Like mostly it's my vlog. This is just like my vlog, but I play games, I travel, I do whatever. So it's just my vlog. Have you ever been to Japan? I had a brother who lived in Japan for 2 years, and he can speak Japanese. He actually wants me to go back to Japan with
I'm
him.
gonna bring you something to eat. Oh, okay, okay.
But yeah, I'm near Salt Lake City.
Okay, I love you.
But yeah, I believe in a much more loose definition of life. You know what I mean? Like
Okay, okay, keep
it's
going.
better to enjoy things than control things. Yo, what's up, Presley?
Right.
Me too, actually. Dude, it's not that I don't like girls. It's just I like. Trust me. You were there 3 months ago. Nice. Or you were there for 3 months. I was there for like 2 weeks. I visited. I went to like Kyoto, Tokyo, Okinawa, stuff like that.
Some Latin America.
It's not that I don't like girls. It's just genuinely like I don't think I don't think I'm like a ladies guy.
That was
I don't think like the way my mind works. I don't think I could be in like an intimate relationship with somebody. Yeah, I've been to Okinawa. Doom scrolling. Yo, what's up, Black Punk? I used to doom scroll all the time on TikTok, and then it got like banned or whatever, so I didn't have it on my phone. And like somehow it's just like I haven't went back. But I seriously used to like just scroll forever, and like I used to get into those those like dark reality like where the AI like recreated all the different cartoons, and it was like if SpongeBob SquarePants was like a dark fantasy, and it's like all these AI pictures with that one same music. You went with your twin brother? Nice. TikTok, it's like, are you talking about what's TikTok? It's like another social media app. It's like a Chinese one. They have like Chinese, like sometimes there's like North Korea videos on there and stuff. It's kind of weird sometimes. But they have like little videos about like North Korea is the best place on earth. And like, I don't know. Sometimes it's kind of weird on there, but I like it though. Oh, doom scrolling, it just means you're just scrolling forever. Like you just seriously are just like sitting on the couch, like just scrolling through like shorts for like hours. That's doom scrolling. It's just like what it sounds like. You're just sitting there like scrolling forever. So many apps, I know. I have like so many social media accounts. Snapchat, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. So many. The one that I kind of miss the most is like MySpace.
good. Yeah, that was good.
You don't watch TV?
No, that's good. That was good.
Yeah, me neither, actually. I don't watch much TV either. What I do, I actually watch YouTube.
Right.
For some reason, I've been watching Asmongold. You don't have much luck with Twitch. You want to know what? On Twitch, I like watching a lot of like streamers that have fewer people in their audience. And you can talk to them. Yeah, with everyone who was friends with Tom, yeah. I used to like MySpace. I had MySpace back in the day. And before that, we used to use AOL Instant Messenger. But, yeah, I watch YouTube, and I watch, like, I watch Asmongold for some reason. Do I remember your yearbook? What do you mean by that? Yeah, AOL Instant Messenger is what like all my friends used in like junior high. Like people would just go home from school and they would like go and sit on their computer and just like message each other on their computer. It was called AOL Instant Messenger. And it would just be like, how are you? Good. How are you? It was like the dumbest conversations ever. And that's all it was. It was just like, hey, how are you? How are you? How are you? Yeah, dial up. Yeah, I had dial up. But yeah, I don't know what you're talking about your yearbook. You'll have to remind me what you're talking about.
Let me talk to him right now.
Oh, yeah, take the talk hard.
You've been doing social media for 20 years? Yeah, me too, basically.
Yeah, or one night.
Yeah, MySpace was legit, except for the funny thing about MySpace. Oh, my yearbook was a kid-friendly version of MySpace. Gotcha. Having catfishing. Yeah, there was a lot of like weird catfishers back in those times, wasn't there? That's like kind of died down, hasn't it? You want to sign my yearbook? I had a friend. I'll tell you guys. I had one friend every year in my yearbook. He would sign this on my yearbook. He would write in the crack of the book of the yearbook, and he would write this. He would say, "I'm writing in your crack. Does it tickle?" He would say that every time. Every time in my yearbook, like from junior high to high school, he would always write. He'd always find the weird crack in my yearbook in the back, and he'd be like, "I'm writing in your crack. Does it tickle?" One of my friends. But no, I never used my yearbook though. But there was a lot of weird catfishing back in those days. You like that kid? Yeah, he's funny. He's like a punk kid. The funny thing about MySpace is everybody's pages would like never load because everybody would put like so many songs and like different videos on their page that as soon as you like go to somebody's page, sometimes it would just crash. Like that's one of the big things I remember about MySpace too. And you had like your top 5 friends or whatever, so you told everybody who your best friends were. You know what I mean? That was kind of funny. Facebook took over. Yeah, Facebook did take over. I remember that's when people started having like issues where the news was like people are getting addicted to social media. You know what I mean? It was like they're getting addicted. At first, the problem was like the catfishing thing, like Punk Princess said. Like that used to be a huge problem. Like people would catfish all the time. Like weird people would catfish you and like talk to minors and stuff. Hey, Mysterious Frog, I did finish that animation. I'll have to show you, man. The one you're talking about, I did finish. For some reason, if I'm like, you know, it's just things that get like take up way too much. I don't know, like too much work. It's like that was just the right amount of work. But I did finish it. Yeah, I saw that big, so that was pretty cool. Yeah, I'll have to show you it sometime. When you're on my stream and you can notice I'm on my computer. If I'm on my computer, I have like the green screen. Let me know and I'll make sure to show you it. Because everybody says it's look pretty cool. Like everybody who's came on says like, oh, that actually is cool. They say it all looks like Spider-Man or like, but it's like, it looks like it's like warping into like multiple worlds and stuff like that. Like you're like tunneling through a wormhole or something. But yeah, just make sure to remind me when you're like on my stream and I'll make sure to like pull it up or whatever. I'll show you it. And yeah, anybody who wants those programs, I made it so anybody can use them. Like I can email those to you guys if you want to like mess around with them yourself. Just be like, oh, he made this, like on his computer. They're kind of fun to mess around with for like a little while. They're like the smallest programs ever, but you can like mess around with the color, the shape, like the different animations and stuff like that. But if anybody wants those, just let me know and I'll like email them to you. You can like play with them on your own computer. Presley, bro, you're all about it, aren't you? Doctor Who wormhole or Marvel wormhole? Probably more like Marvel kind of stuff. I've seen some Doctor Who episodes, like the one with the weeping angels and like one where he sees the world ending or like the universe ending or something like that. Some people in my family, like my cousins, they like love Doctor Who, so I was like over at their house and that's all they watch is like Doctor Who. But it's probably more like Marvel kind of wormholes. But you can like change the color, you can change like the shape or like the size of the wormholes and like all this stuff. I just made it with like, I like coding it with like AI. It's just like a small little program. I just spent like a day making it.
She's gonna love it.
Hey Presley, has anybody ever told you that you need a leash? That's a common one, right? You need a leash, bro. What do I think after I leave the coffee shop in the evenings every day? Prepare for tomorrow, just relax. The first thing that's on my mind is food. Actually, it's like, yeah, it's like after this time, it's like I've gone to the gym like twice already. I've like spent my energy. I think playing those video games actually spends a lot of energy. It's like you have to focus that whole time. In so many words, yes. So like by the time I'm done with this stream, I'm like ready to eat. I'm like looking for dinner, basically. After dinner though, I'm like, okay, now I can relax, usually. And I posted my stream schedule on my YouTube channel page, guys. So like if you open up my channel page and you click on like the about thing or whatever, yeah, it like shows my stream schedule now. I like put it on there. Cause I know Frog was like asking me what it was like exactly, but what's for dinner? I don't know yet. That's why I said it's always on my mind. I gotta like figure it out. It's like I leave here just like trying to figure it out. So I gotta go and like figure out dinner when I'm done. And I'm like pretty hungry too, cause it's like I'm pretty tired, you know? So all I do is like play games and exercise. Like Presley told me one time, he's like, it's like Jersey Shore like at your house or something like that. I kind of think I'm like Bam Margera though from like Jackass. I'm like terrorizing my parents and stuff. Did you guys ever watch Jackass or like Bam Margera on like MTV? Italian food like Olive Garden. I should eat pizza. I'm on like what's called like a keto diet though, which means I don't eat any carbohydrates or sugars. If I have like a pizza, it has to be like, they make like what's called like a cauliflower pizza. So it's like the crust is like cauliflower, but I'm like losing weight. So yeah, I don't eat any snacks, like no potato chips, no processed foods. Yeah, I'm on keto. I'm on a keto diet. But I think I'm losing weight though, so at least that's what the scale says I've lost weight. So, but I am exercising like twice a day too, so that does help.
Oh, no, not, I know you don't. Oh, yeah, of course. You live in Georgia, which is Georgia.
Yeah, Black Punk Princess. If you're wondering what this channel is about, it's about nothing. I'm just a guy who started a vlog and like now I have a YouTube channel. I just like started like recording stuff on my channel and now I'm just here. We just talk about whatever. You're on a seafood diet? Yeah, sure you are. I know what kind of diet you're on, Presley. Only eat fish. I remember Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles used to make. Oh yeah, me too, man. Donatello, Michelangelo, Raphael. Who's the other guy? Donatello, Michelangelo, Raphael, and Leonardo. Nah, he eats fish, dude. He's making a joke. He's making a joke about about what he eats. He can tell you guys if he wants to. I'm in a public place. I'm not gonna say it. You can all ask him what he means. Yeah, that's a good one too. If you're like, I had some friends who were like kind of bigger. They would always say like, "Yeah, I'm on a seafood diet. I see food and I eat it." I know that one too. Or the one when you're a little kid. Did you guys have friends that would ever do this when you're like really little? Like, what are you eating? Seafood. And they like stick out their tongue with like food on it. Yeah, I told you guys. He can tell you what he's talking about if he wants to, but I'm not going to say it. Yeah, being a little kid was like being a little kid was crazy, guys. Like, think about how brutal we all made it through that, guys. We all made it through that time. Yeah, you know, I don't make money off of this right now. I can say that it like helps me though. Like Black Punk. I genuinely don't, I don't make money yet off this. Like, you have to have like millions. Like, genuinely, to like make money and like make a living, you gotta have like millions of people subscribe and stuff. You gotta get thousands in your chat every time. We're just a small group of people. The reason I do this is because it like helps me. It helps me communicate with people. All my friends are married now. They all have families. You know what I mean? This is just something I enjoy to do. You know, and I hope everybody here can feel the same. Like, everybody has a voice. That's why I started my channel, is because it was like I felt like I didn't have a voice. I was like, this world isn't listening to me. Like, something's wrong. Like, this none of this stuff makes sense. Like the way the world is wrong. So I just wanted some place where I could like say things that I felt, and I started a channel, and I hope that everybody here feels the same way. Is the truth. That's my honest like motive behind this, you know? Yeah, you want to know what? Like, get like every time you're like hungry, just like drink like a diet soda or something like that, or diet or like sugar-free drink. Super Mario World on SNES. I don't know. I could try 100% on it. I'll have to play that again for you guys sometime. But yeah, I still like, off YouTube, I can tell you everything I've made. I've made like $200, like total $200. And like what I did is I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna let anybody tell me what winning in the world is. Like, I'm just like that. If you wanna know how I'm just like, you know what? Like, nobody can tell you what life is. If they could, then everybody would agree, but obviously nobody does. Nobody really knows what this is. The only thing you can do is like accept. Learn to accept people, learn to accept yourself. Learn to accept like life's circumstances, and learn to just love. Like, that's what you have to try and do in this world. And so anyways, I just bought myself a ring. I was like, I'm the champion. So like I got like $200 off YouTube, and I went on the internet, and with that like $200, I bought a ring. It's like an Egyptian god or something like that. I was like, I'm going for the sky's the limit. So I like bought a ring of like an Egyptian god. And that's like that's what I invested my money in. Yeah, like over like 10 years, I've been doing this 10 years, I've made $200. I calculated that out, and it's like, the amount of money I was making was like less than like people in Africa. It was like I made like a nickel a day or something to make like $200 in like 10 years. So no, I'm not making money off this. I just do it because it's like, you know what? Now I kind of have to. It's just like I said, I just felt like life was like trying to like choke me out. It was like trying to tell me that, you know what? Like, we all know what it's about, and you can't do it. And I just didn't want to believe it. I couldn't believe it if I wanted to live. I had to make up my own rules and make up my own mind, and like tell myself that, you know, nobody can tell me what this is. Like I said, it's easy to understand that it's like, you know, nobody can tell you what life really is. And so that just means you have to learn to enjoy things. You have to learn to accept things. You have to learn to move on from stuff. You have to learn to be creative yourself and understand that like creativity is as close as it comes to work. And being something that creates things for yourself and for people around you is what gives people confidence. And it's really only confidence which creates people, you know, which gives people a way to live and supports them in their lives and motivates them to overcome challenges. is to just try to feed off confidence and try to culture and nurture confidence, you know? So that's what I try and do. Not to say that I like don't have my own struggles though, you know what I mean? Like a single guy who's in like his 30s, you know, but play Mario again the night you streamed it, your phone died. Yeah, I will have to stream it again because I am good at Mario. And I'll have to stream Punch Out again. No, Presley wants me to stream Paperboy. I can play that. I can play Paperboy too. It's like an old Game Boy game. There's like a lot of good old games. But I think I'm about to head off, guys. It's been a good night. Every once in a while we get like a really good night. Just like a lot of people show up, it's good. What the hell is Paperboy? It's like a Game Boy game where you're like a kid who like delivers newspapers, and you have to like dodge dogs. You're on a bicycle and you have to like dodge a guy. You have to dodge like a runaway lawnmower. You have to dodge cars. You have to dodge the Grim Reaper, and you like throw papers at people's houses. And then you like at the end you like go off on like an obstacle course like on your bike. It's just an old Game Boy game, but that's what you do on it. Yeah, it's kind of like one of those games where you just like die a lot, and it's just like kind of like hard to really be good at it because it's like the graphics aren't that great and stuff, you know. But it's all right. I used to play it all the time when I was a kid. Yo, thanks, Biggs. Yeah, when the sun gets cold, the mind will always burn. Sounds pretty powerful, right? Yeah, thanks, Black Punk. I hope you have a good day or good night or, you know what I mean, whatever time it is for you. So, but yeah, I'm going to get out of here, guys. I'm going to go figure out what's for dinner, so. All right, see you guys. That shirt looks so good. Yeah, like I said, I actually had somebody compliment me on this. They're like, that shirt is awesome. I don't wear it that much, but anyways, guys, I'll see you later, okay? Bye.